Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my Vegan Mommy vlog where I share with you my spiritual journey to conception and beyond. Today's video, I will share with you a personal experience that led me to receiving the energy of the Goddess Ix Chel in my life this week and how I felt compelled to share the story with you and Ix Chel herself with you and how you can call upon her. So without further ado, let's get started. My personal journey to conception has been filled with a lot of signs, a lot of symbolism, dating back to September 2022 when I sat with the sacred plant medicine ayahuasca, which prompted me to birth in a new soul, to help create a new world based on the foundations of love, one love, of compassion, of unity, of sustainability and harmony, of living with everybody on this planet we call Earth, our beautiful Mama Earth. And I've really on board now. I've gotten my prenatal vitamins. I started this vegan mommy vlog and I'm really on board with my journey, but there's still this human side of me that's fearful, that's afraid of things like, is advancing AI? Is it going to take over our jobs? Is it going to be like iRobot? You know, just like these weird fears. And also political unrest, political fears, financial fears. There's just a lot that's going on in my brain, and they're all mind-created fears. But I've been letting it kind of put me into a tumultuous, like la land of getting away from spirituality, getting away from centeredness, and kind of getting really confused. So that, on top of what happened to me yesterday, I was going to my circus class where I'm learning aerial arts, and we're having a showcase in August, and I'm learning the lyra, which is basically like a giant steel hula hoop. It's suspended in the air, it's stainless steel, it hurts, I've got bruises to prove it, it's super painful, and I spin a lot. And so I've just been really doing my best to learn this routine so I can get ready for August, but I've just been super dizzy. And yesterday I couldn't take it. I was just like, I can't get back up, I need to lay down. And my instructor's like, you want to try the ending one more time? I'm like, please, no, I can't. I cannot get on this apparatus. I need to go home. And she's like, okay, well, and then she starts talking to me. I'm like, I'm gonna puke. I've got to get out of here. Like, I need to go home. And so I left and I got in my car and I started like feeling really down. And I've seen this a lot with my students and my clients, that people can get really down on themselves for not feeling like they've been good enough. And I was doing that to myself yesterday. I was like, I am not good enough. Like, how can I love freediving, but my ears can't get me down past 60 feet? How can I love swimming so much, and like my ears are so problematic? And I'm like, how can I love this aerial arts, but it's so painful and I'm in so much pain and I can't bend my back anymore because I'm old and I'm dizzy and I can't do this. And I was just like really like, and then I'm like, I'm fearful because now like my pregnancy journey is going to start in July. Like, that's when we're going to conceive. And I know that's when implantation will be, like spiritually speaking. I just know it's going to be in July. And if it isn't, then, you know, I just know it's coming. Because ayahuasca said, hey, you should have a baby right away. I'm like, no. But anyway, I chose July and I think it's a great month. But that aside, I would be pregnant in August during the showcase, and my classmate, who's 52, and she's a gynecologist, she's like, oh, you're gonna be so nauseous, you probably won't even be able to spin. And I'm like, what? I was like, so then I'm getting really scared because I was like, I was so excited, it's gonna be my baby and my first aerial arts showcase, like I'm gonna be on the lyra, I'm gonna be spinning, it's gonna be really cool. And I'm like, oh wait, now I'm gonna be nauseous and dizzy the whole time. So now all of this is piled onto me and it's putting pressure on my chest. So I start crying on the way home. And mind you, I'm still very dizzy. So my eyes hurt and I feel like I'm gonna throw up. So I'm driving home and I'm just like, I just wanna get home. I just wanna get home. I just wanna get home. And then I thought, like, who can I call upon for help? Like, I am beside myself. Like, I can't regulate myself right now. I've almost let all my teachings just go out the window, and I was stuck in my monkey brain and my mammalian brain, the lower functioning brains of fear and survival. And that's where I felt like I was stuck. So I start crying and crying and crying and crying. And I drive past this forest that's being decimated for a new neighborhood. So that amplifies my tears. And even though I know to look at the degradation with compassion and love and to witness it, but not attach an emotion to it. And I was attaching an emotion to it, and I was just crying. So I finally like crawl myself into the house, and I grab a bag of pretzels because I'm like, I just need the salt. And I lay in bed and I'm just like, salt. And I'm just like eating the pretzels and I can't move. And I thought, you know what? I really need to consult my oracle deck. So I consulted this Earth Warriors oracle deck. And I don't know if my emotions are based on the upcoming full moon on Saturday, or my menstrual cycle's coming this Saturday as well. So I thought, okay, I am just hormonal. That's all it is. I'm hormonal and I'm in my mind. But that aside, I was like, I still need guidance because there's so much compiling on top of me right now. So I asked the deck, I was just like telling the deck everything. I was like, this and this and this, and I'm dizzy this, and then my baby, I don't know about this. And I'm just like crying to the deck. And then I say, I don't know who to turn to. Who do I ask for help? Like, that's my question. Like, who do I get help from? So then I pull Ix Chel, the Goddess Ix Chel, what is it? Medicine of the Rainbow Jaguar. You can just see how stunning this is. And you're seeing like the great journeyer, the great traveler, which is the hummingbird, a very, very powerful shamanic healing totem animal, and as well as the jaguar, healing totem animal. And it turns out the jaguar is also my power animal, whom I met during a shaman-led meditation. And a couple days ago, I was thinking to myself, like, wow, I haven't really called upon my power animals recently. I've been neglecting my jaguar spirit animal. And I was like, well, that's okay. I'm not doing any ceremonies, and maybe it's just for ceremonies. I don't need to call upon my power animals. I don't need to call upon goddesses or angels or anybody unless I need help, or unless I'm in ceremony or something. So I didn't really put all the pieces together until I'm laying in bed nauseous, looking at this oracle card going, oh, I can ask for help whenever. I need to call my power animals all the time. One, because we've been given free will. All humans have been given free will. And so there's this pole. On one side of the pole is good, on the other side of the pole is evil, right? And in the middle is neutrality. And we're all born neutral. So we can go either way on the pole due to our ability to choose because we have free will. But our angels and guides and power animals and goddesses and gods, they're all there to be like, hey, listen, we are here to help you, but you have free will, so you have to ask us to help you. Ask us and we will come. And I always felt guilty, like, I don't want to ask you right now for this. It's so petty. I'm just dizzy on my freaking lira. And then I realized, no, they want to help you. They want you to ask them for help. So then I remembered and I recalled that when you ask for help, you're just saying, hey, like, I need help with such and such for my highest good and the highest good of all. So all of these guides that we have that are here to support us want to support us whenever, like, they're always on call essentially. So just call them whenever you feel like you need guidance and assistance. And sometimes if you want to pray, it says, like in the Gnostic text, to just act as if you're healed, not as a what if or only or woulda or coulda, because then you're in a state of lack. So be in a state of receiving because you already know you're abundant. You already know that gifts are flowing to you. And to be in a state of flow, because when you're holding on so tight, you're resisting this ever-flowing energy of the divine grace in your life. And so I was planning this video and I wrote everything out and I took a shower just now. And as I was in the shower, I was meditating on releasing what doesn't serve me down the drain and really honoring the water that's coming through. And then I realized that Ix Chel is goddess of the moon in ancient mythology and Mayan mythology. And she's a part of the Yucatan Peninsula in Cozumel, the island of Mujeres, which is the island of women. And it is said that when she's not the moon in the sky, she's in the water of the cenotes, which are just sinkholes that are fresh water. And I've been in them and they are spiritually divine, powerful, magical places, like really, really healing, beautiful waters. And so I was remembering that when I was in the water in the shower and I was getting all these messages flooding through me. And I was watching, like, I was holding the water kind of like this, and the water started damming. I was in the shower, so I'm on the ground now in the shower watching the water dam against my thumbs. And I was like, oh, I'm creating a dam. And I was like, oh, I could swim in this dam. Oh, and I could go into the depths. And I was thinking, all metaphorically now, like, these are the depths of our emotions, and we can swim in them, and we can get stuck in them, and they can overwhelm us and drown us. So then I was like, I'm gonna open the dam. And I opened the dam, and as I did so, I set the intention of letting all those emotions that are drowning me to flow away from me, to flow around me, to flow through me, and then down the drain, to be filled with love, to be transformed by God, by source, by spirit, by the universe, and to honor Ix Chel in my life. And I felt like that was a message coming from her, because now I'm choosing to work with her since everything happened yesterday. I thought, well, this is now me calling her to work with me. And the Jaguar Medicine spirit, the Jaguar, is all about fearlessness, agility. This cat can swim, likes to swim, and can climb trees, and can jump really high and run really fast and navigate through the darkness. So that's the spirit animal you want to call through to you when you feel like you're being trapped in the darkness, or you feel like you can't swim, or you feel like you can't climb or run or jump. Call upon Jaguar spirit to help you through whatever it is that you're going through, any fertility issues, any pregnancy issues, and beyond that. You know, in your everyday life, how can you navigate with ease and grace and fearlessness? And it's calling upon the energies of the West as well. Jaguar is the energy of the West, of the mountains, of the setting sun. And you can always call upon that direction as well to guide you, to help you grow tall and foundational and strong and sturdy like a mountain. And yeah, so then you have Ix Chel, who sometimes is depicted with jaguar ears or a little bit of jaguar fur and claws. You can also, in my other oracle deck, you can see that she's a weaver, and she's got a snake for her head. So a lot of times you'll see Ix Chel being drawn or depicted with a snake on her head. And there's also a white rabbit that's associated with her as well, fertility. So let's get into a little bit about her. Let's see if I've said everything so far. Yeah, I have. Okay, so these are my two oracle decks that I have with Ix Chel. You can just look at them and kind of tune into their energies. So Goddess Ix Chel is one of many goddesses of fertility and creation. A couple others that you would know are Oyster and Isis. She's also the goddess of creation and childbirth, gestation. It's pronounced Ix Chel, and she's a Mayan goddess of the moon, of love, medicine, creativity, especially bringing the Jaguar medicine in, textile arts, and fertility. Her name literally translates to rainbow woman. So you can always visualize a rainbow around you, completely like an orb of rainbow light if you choose, or just a rainbow up and over you. And then as above, so below, the rainbow would be below you as well. And then you can call in Ix Chel, call in the Jaguar, call in this energy if you need assistance in fertility, if you need assistance during pregnancy, if you need assistance during childbirth, if you need assistance in being creative. So Ix Chel, according to this goddess oracle book, says that she is coming to your life so that you can weave the desired life you want by using your creative side of you, your creative visionary side of you, because Ix Chel is a great weaver. She was known to help weave the earth and the world into being. She's a powerful creator goddess. And then the moon is all about fertility as well. You know, the moon usually syncs up with our cycles. It always shows that we're full no matter what phase of life we're in. And the serpent on her head also represents the divine feminine, of awakening, of awareness, of knowledge, and also of shedding what no longer serves you, right? And you can also see in this card, it doesn't show it in this one, but in this one she's got this kind of vase of water that's being dumped out, because the goddess Ix Chel was always known to bring the rains to the earth, to provide earth with life, with nourishment, and this ever-flowing abundant water is creating life. The dragonfly is also associated with Ix Chel, so that is just meaning that the dragonfly brings about transformation and healing. So if you feel like you are in a place of doubt, of fear, of pain, of confusion, you can call on Ix Chel to come into your life. So I'm going to read to you from this booklet the poem that's with this particular Goddess Oracle card. Creativity. I weave strings of energy into the web of creation where nothing was before. Out of the void and into the world, I spin them into existence. Out from my mind, out from my body, out of my awareness of what needs to be. Now there's something new and all life is nourished. So you, my dear soul, are weaving a new life into being with your belly, with your womb space, bringing in this new soul that has chosen you to be their mommy inside you, weaving this baby into being, to be birthed onto this planet, to help rebirth this planet into one of sacred harmony and union between the opposites, harmonizing the divine masculine and divine feminine, living in honor and reverence and sustainable practices with Mother Earth. It also, Ix Chel is also like telling you that if she's coming into your life and you're working with her, that you choose to work with her with honor and reverence and responsibility, so that you're not using your creative powers for destruction. You're not using your creativeness to hurt yourself or hurt anyone else, or you're not using your creativeness to find creative ways to tell yourself that you're not good enough. So come back into yourself, come back into your wholeness. Bring in that vitality, that life. So then in this deck, I just wanted to read you the beginning part here for you. Ix Chel protects you now as you transition from one life phase to the next. With her rainbow light, this guardian goddess instructs you on how to use great power with wisdom to nourish only what is worthy. Using Jaguar Medicine with perfect timing, she confronts that which is unworthy of her devotion, eradicating destructive forces and creating space for healing relief and rebirth. Her presence is the wild power of the jaguar, the renewal promise of the rainbow, and the divine feminine creativity. All darkness shall overcome. So this is an opportunity for all of us now to weave in our creative abilities. We are creators because we are women and we have wombs that create life. So allow Jaguar Spirit to work through you to remove all that doesn't serve you. And these are thought forms like what I was going through yesterday, of images of fear and pain and disbelief and doubt and lack of self-love and lack of worthiness. All of that is just mind-created illusions, because in the heart and soul of everybody, there is God, there is the divine creation. So when you choose to see yourself with compassion and love, you're awakening that divine being that's within you, this divine creator. And to eradicate all that doesn't serve you, those thought forms that are of ill will, the energies that are coming through to you, be mindful, be aware, see what's serving you, what isn't serving you, and eradicate it. Call on the Jaguar to help you. Call on Goddess Ix Chel to help you. And in your fertility journey, in your conception journey, in your pregnancy journey, in your childbirth journey, if you ever feel stuck, call in the Goddess Ix Chel to come and be with you, to help weave your creativity into existence, and to use the Jaguar Medicine to remove and eliminate all that doesn't serve you. So in my next video, that is part 2 of this one, I will lead you on a guided meditation on how to connect with Goddess Ix Chel and how to connect with the Jaguar Spirit in order to bring this vitality and this feeling of fearlessness and safety into your life, so that you feel comfortable and whole and creative and using your power and your body and your mind for your highest good and the highest good of all. So thank you so, so very much for joining me. Definitely leave me a comment if this helped you, or if you've worked with any goddess before, how you feel about Goddess Ix Chel, if there's anything that you want to note for other people to read. And don't forget to subscribe, because I have tons of content like this, and coming more and more videos will be coming on how to have a sustainable, holistic, healthy, vegan pregnancy as well, and how to bring in this divine spiritual life as you're going through this real life that feels very chaotic sometimes. How can we get slow and get centered and tune into us? So please like and subscribe, yada, yada, yada. You know the drill. Rub your hands together. I appreciate you. I'm sending you tons and tons of love. Feel that energy between your palms. Press them before your heart. Put your thumbs to your breastbone. Breathe in through your womb, breathing in this beautiful moonlight from Goddess Ix Chel. Breathing it in now. Namo. Give yourself a big hug. Thank you for joining me.